Hello viewers, welcome to Uncut Africa Live, a channel that brings you great content coming from all corners of Africa. I'm your guy, De-Graft Amoako. Somewhere last week, the UK-based British Broadcasting Corporation's journalist, Stephen Sakur, was roasted by a top official in South Africa's ruling party, Fikile Mbalula, over the issue of war crimes committed by British and other Western countries in Iraq and Afghanistan. He also indicated and exposed the hypocrisy of the organization and the country when asked about the arrest warrant of Russian President Vladimir Putin after the Russia-Ukraine war. The saga began as African National Congress ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula, in an exclusive interview with the BBC, stated that he will want Putin to visit Africa and that the country will welcome him as part and parcel of BRICS. The remarks by the African leader about Putin were made in relation to the Russian president visiting a BRICS conference in South Africa in August. Brazil, Russia, China, India, and South Africa make up the group. Let's watch this video. I'll be back.
Africa is a treaty member of the International Criminal Court. If Putin comes here in August as planned, your government will be obliged to arrest him. As head of the ANC, do you believe your government should and indeed will arrest Vladimir Putin?
If it was according to the ANC, we will want President Putin to be here even tomorrow.
You would?
To come to our country. But
you would welcome Vladimir Putin here right now?
Of course we will welcome.
A man who is being investigated for war crimes by the International Criminal Court.
We will welcome him to come here as part and parcel of BRICS, but we know that we are constrained by the ICC in terms of doing that. Putin is a head of state. Do you think that a head of state can just be arrested anywhere? How many crimes have your country committed in Iraq? How many crimes have everyone else who's so vocal today committed in Iraq and Afghanistan? Have you arrested them?
Wow.
You know the impact that this stand of yours...
You're making a lot of noise about putting in state of working for peace between Ukraine and Russia, and you failed to resolve the war. Where are the weapons of mass destruction? Tony Blair went to Iraq and claimed that there are weapons of mass destruction. Did we see anybody standing against that in the United Kingdom and Britain? More than millions of people have died in Iraq and Afghanistan, and there are no weapons of mass destruction. We know what the war is about.
Mr. Secretary General,
between Russia and Ukraine. We want peace. That's what is important, so that the world can thrive. And organs and institutions of the world that institute world peace must not be conspicuous by their silence in deciding decisively.
We don't have much time left. I want to bring it back to domestic South African politics before we end.
It seems African countries are getting tired of how Western countries and their media always trying to dictate which countries African countries should align with. I think African countries should determine on their own which countries they want to align with. The fact is, US or UK enemies can never become African enemies. Even though most African countries has condemned the Russian attack on Ukraine, African countries should be allowed to stay neutral and not quell to affiliate with any country. We have the right to think for ourselves. Anameboa. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button so that anytime we upload any great content, you will be notified. Thanks for watching.